Welcome. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Exclusive.
Lagos RCCG pastor stabbed to death by two new converts. Two teenagers identified as Farouk Mohammed and Kasali Jamiu have been arraigned before a Lagos State High Court sitting at the Tafawa Balewa Square on Tuesday for stabbing a Redeemed Christian Church of God (RCCG) pastor Bola Tunde Dada to death. A report gathered that the pastor was found coughing blood after he was stabbed by the two teenagers that he converted and helped off the street. An eyewitness, Michael Dada, who happens to be the younger brother of the deceased, disclosed this to the Lagos State High Court sitting at TBS under the Lagos State Director of Public Prosecution (DPP) Babajide Martins. I think this is very unfair of new converts to have killed their pastor for reasons best known to them. The teens Farouk Mohammed, 16 years, and Kasali Jamiu, 19 years, were said to be new converts at the church branch in First and are currently standing trial before Justice Sherifat Sunaike for the December 2, 2021 murder of 46-year-old Dada. Michael said, on the 2nd of December 2021, I received a call from my younger sister, Oluwakemi Dada, who lived with my deceased brother. She was screaming. According to her, when she interrogated my deceased brother about them, he said they were new converts and the church had accommodated them on the church premises. He said he didn't want the church boys to be stranded or roaming around the church premises, so decided to engage them in his laundry business. The boys started working with him and were going to be paid. According to my sister Oluwakemi, on that fateful day, my deceased brother told her and the other laundry workers he was going to the bank, that he would be back. She said when he came back, he went upstairs in the church to go and rest. After a while, she wondered why he had not come down after resting for quite some time. One of the laundry workers went upstairs to pick a cloth to wash. On getting there, he screamed. I asked my sister why they were not listening. They said the generator was on. The workers screamed and called the rest. They all met the pastor in a pool of blood and he was coughing up blood. They noticed that the two strange boys, Farouk and Jami, were not there. Michael said he asked about the deceased phone, but it was nowhere to be found, including some of the deceased belongings. So according to the reports we gathered, this pastor is a pastor and also into laundry business. He accommodated the two boys, Jamiu and Farouk, to be staying in the church premises so that they will not be stranded, and also for them to be able to get paid while working or doing the laundry business work together. So two of them went in and strangled or stabbed the pastor to death. Stabbed the pastor to death until he died, and the other workers could not hear when all the incident happened because the generator was on. Michael said he asked about the deceased phone, but it was nowhere to be found, including some of the deceased belongings. According to the younger brother of the deceased, Michael, he gave the court the illustration of what happened. He said he asked about the phone of the deceased and it was nowhere to be found, including some of the deceased clothes and other belongings. Justice Shonaike adjourned till December 12, 2022 for hearing of the defendant's bail application and January 10, 2023 for continuation of trial. The defendants are facing 4-count charges bordering on conspiracy to murder, conspiracy to commit robbery and armed robbery. I think this is very very harsh and wicked for someone to try to help you out and the next thing you do in return is to stab him or to kill him. According to young Naomi, see what people can do. This world is full of wickedness. Now we need to be very very careful and watchful of the kind of people we help, and also we try to engage or add to our business. if this pastor, that's Pastor Dada, had not, or let me say, tried to be nice to these people, or had not tried to bring them into his apartment or into the church so that they can be staying there, this wouldn't have happened. According to Bat or Contact, this account never mentioned the accused sin in the act. The boys not being there is not enough proof they committed the crime. This narration will make a trash of the case if there is even any case at all. Now, according to Bat or Contact, I think this is another point of view, because this account, it didn't mention or see the two boys in the act. So I think they are on one part. So one, according to titles, Oga lawyer, please go to the court to defend them. If the pastor were your dad, would you have said that this world is no home to any, and one day it will be your turn? But you don't know how. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord. According to Adeyemo's Sunday, I presume that you are likely to be charged and bail lawyer who defend criminals and excuses crime. God should just have mercy on us. People now take advantage of soft-minded people who have the mind to help. At the end, block others of that privilege. God console the church and his family. May God console the church and their family. According to Faith Alonge, these people, it happened in my church, same RCCG in Niger State, that one after a year, because they allowed him, that one after a year, because they allowed him to stay in children's class. There is a room there. He broke into the main church and get away with the church instrument, and they made sure they smoke weed before going. Please, pastors and people with a good heart, let's try to be very, very careful or selective when we are trying to pick people that we want to help, or we want to put them in our churches or houses. People might be very, very wicked. They don't have the same heart or the same view or the same perception that you have towards them. According to Kolawole, God knows everything. May his soul rest in peace. I believe God will judge rightly. So please, pastors, prophets, and people of God, or let me say people, if you are trying to accommodate someone into your house or into your home, you need to be very, very, very careful, extraordinarily careful. Know the kind of person you want to put inside, or let me say, know the kind of person you want to bring into your home or your house or your church or anywhere. So if you're just coming across our YouTube channel, Independent TV7, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're a subscriber to our YouTube channel, kindly put on the notification box so that you can get